ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWWRASTLIN, and I'm on video, all right? It's just solo me again because you know what? It's a big, important weekend, and I got to talk about it, all right? Not sure if it's going to last after this week, but we're going to play around and find out and have a good old-fashioned time. But I got the card here for you because if you don't know, this weekend is the Super Bowl of wrestling, all right? This is Wrestlemania weekend. If you guys are tuning in that don't really know and watch wrestling too much, congratulations. You caught it on a Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, SmackDown, WrestleMania, and WrestleMania this weekend. Lock in, clear your plans. You got to watch it, and you got to join the goon, all right? So I'm going to go through here, all right? I'm going to tell you what you have to look forward to because there's 2 nights of fun. I can't tell you Friday, of course, because I don't really know what's on Friday. We're recording this on Wednesday, and they don't really promote on Fridays like that. But I know what's going on this weekend, kind of. Might be some surprises. Not too sure. But I know what's going on this weekend in WrestleMania for the matches, and I'm going to let you know, as an avid watcher of wrestling, what I think is going to happen and what we're going to look into, what we're going to look to see, you know? So, without further ado, we're going to get into night 1 right away, the beginning of it. Ray and Lee, Dragon Lee. Rey Mysterio, yes, he still wrestles. For you old heads that are listening, he still wrestles. He's wrestling this weekend. And Dragon Lee versus his son, Dominic Mysterio, and Escobar. Santos Escobar. It's a low match. I'm not really too sure what's going to happen on that one. Honestly, to be completely honest with you, I could care less. Could care less what happens in that match. I just hope Ray wins because it's going to feel good. That's all I got on that match. I really don't want to. And Dragon Lee's a dog. He's going to fly across the ropes and shit. He's going to go across the barrier. It's going to be electric, okay? It's going to be actually really cool on that one. But other than that, I could really care who wins and loses on it. You know what I'm saying? Second match I got up on here is Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I talked about it last week or the week prior because we didn't have an episode last week. I'm telling you what, I think Gunther beats the dog crap out of him. I got a friendly bet with my buddy. We do a couple drinking games through WrestleMania weekend, especially on Saturday. And we do it to where the over-under is 25 chops total between both of them. And I have the over. I'm counting for 25 chops between Sami and Gunther on them meaty chests. It's going to be a whole lot of hand on a whole lot of chest. And I'm excited to see who wins on that one. I think Gunther, but they might give it to Sami, and Sami might have his moment finally at WrestleMania. Who all knows? We got the peanut gallery on fuck Sami. Hey, actually, funny story. I just saw SAMI, but I just saw that he's on Don't Tell. Netflix is a Joke festival. He's going to be doing set. Sami Zayn apparently is going to be doing comedy. I'm not sure if that's true or false, but I did see that he was promoted on it, and he put it out today, actually, as I'm talking right now, like an hour ago, and I was like, that's kind of fucking sick, not going to lie. Might see a comedian in wrestling, but he's a wrestler doing comedian. Kind of cool. I like it. Then we have the 6-pack tag team ladder match. There's a whole lot of teams in that, and I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of it because, honestly, you just need to watch that. There's 6 teams in a ladder match, okay? And they're going to have the titles separate. And for people that are watching, I'm telling you what, they're going to split those titles. They're going to split those titles, and I'm very excited for that. I cannot wait for them to split them damn titles and not have just one tag team champion with all these tag teams in fucking wrestling, all right? I need to see them split between the blue brand and the red brand, all right? But I think Judgment Day wins one of those. I think Judgment Day stays with the gold, but they don't win the other one. Because I'm telling you what, I think R-Truth and The Miz are coming up with them titles, and I can't wait for it. Yep, you heard that correct, too. Miz and R-Truth, if you're an old head, they're still wrestling as well. Some of these older people have not stopped wrestling. Don't know how the hell that is the case, but their bodies are allowing them to wrestle. So they're going to wrestle, all right? That's just the way that is. Now, next match on here, we got Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. Now, let me tell you something. Before I get any farther, Jade Cargo, for you guys that do not know, is a freak of nature. This woman is a beautiful brown chocolate of muscle. I mean, just built like a stallion. Okay, there's no fat on this woman. She is a brick house. She will pick up the biggest of the biggest and throw them a country mile. And I'm telling you, they're facing Damage Control. I can't stand Damage Control. For the life of me, I can't stand them. They're incredibly annoying. I don't know if it's because of the English in Japan border of communication or whatever the hell is going on with it. How, like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. You can call me how you see it. I just don't like it. I don't like it that much. I like it where these women can beat the shit out of these people because I know who they used to be. They used to be dogs. Now they're getting a little older, a little knees, not bending like they used to. And you know what? It just might be causing a problem for them. And I hope that they can put on a performance with these other women because Bianca, Naomi, and Jade Cargill, phenomenal. And they're going to put on a hell of a match, and I'm very excited for that. And, of course, it's going to be Jade, Bianca, and Naomi that are going to win that. There's no way Damage Control wins. Swear to God, if they win, I'll never do another episode of this. I promise you. Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso, brother versus brother, and I promise you that might be one of the best matches of the weekend. Because that match, two brothers, tag team champions, nonstop galore. The Usos, they're a phenomenal team, and honestly, I liked them at the end of their run, even with the Bloodline. But now they're fucking having their dream match of fighting each other. I think Jimmy takes it. And I don't like it. I don't like the fact that Jimmy takes it. I think there's going to be some collusion to it, something of that nature. Jimmy's the bad guy. Jay's the good guy. Jay's the yeet guy, some would say. If you've ever seen on Twitter, social media, X, some say now, where you see like a horny post, you know? Everybody sees them horny posts. But then you see a Samoan dude on a microphone going, huh? That's him. That's Jay. He was drunk behind the mic after they won the tag titles, and Cody and him are doing a press conference, and he just goes, huh? And honestly, might be one of my favorite videos of all time. So, sad that he's going to lose. I really wish he'd win. But for some reason, I just feel like it's going to be his brother. I don't know why. I got a weird feeling about the Bloodline this weekend. We'll get into it. Next one, Mommy. You already know. Mommy. Rhea Ripley, Mommy. The dog versus Becky Lynch. I'm not going any farther than that. I hope Becky can hold up because Rhea put on one of the best wrestling matches of the women's that I've seen in years and years and years and years and years. I hope Becky can hold up with Rhea because Rhea's going to put her through the chamber, okay? But I hope that Becky can be the man instead of whatever Hollywood person that she was. Because the Hollywood Becky did not hit well with me at all. The man did. But the Hollywood dressing up like Seth Rollins, but not being Seth Rollins, but kind of being Seth Rollins because it's the wife of Seth Rollins, but wanted to be that, I ain't like it too much. So hopefully the man comes out and she puts on a performance, but it doesn't matter because Mommy's there and Mommy's going to take care of business. And now for the main event, the reason why I'm wearing this shirt. You guys see the shirt. 2 weeks ago, I was talking a little bit of shit about the Bloodline. A little bit of craziness. The reason why I'm wearing my Rock shirt. Because they're picking up the dub. It's The Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. Main event. Fuck, it's going to be just unbelievable. It's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait for it. I hope this match takes an hour and a half. I hope it takes so long. And I hope Rock has more than 15 minutes of performance. Because if he has more than 15 minutes and he does great, then we have the best WrestleMania ever. But The Rock and Roman are going to win that, which then enforces night 2. There's a stipulation on it, which is talking about if The Rock and Roman win, it's going to be Bloodline rules at the main event for night 2, which means that Bloodline, the Samoan family, the goddamn bastards of WWE in the last 5 years, are going to mess around and be able to be a part of the main event. And as Bloodline rules, anything can go. Anybody's going to be involved. And they're going to amp it up like that. I said this once. I'll say it again. I'm talking to you guys over here on the side. Talking by yourself in this, hard. Because I want to drink that beer. And I can't drink this beer because I just got to keep talking. Because take a little sip. Should I take a little sip? Should I take a little break? A little break? Do. I can't even do the auto tone thing for like when you're on hold because my voice just cracked because it was dry. Thank you. All right. And if you guys are still following along and enjoying this, make sure you drop a comment on YouTube. Let me know who you want to see win in these matches because let me tell you something. I'm so excited. I'm sweating right now because I'm so excited to talk about this. Also, I don't know why, but this room is so hot and it doesn't make sense to me because it's the same temperature as it is every single week, but I'm sweating my butts off. Maybe it's just because of WrestleMania. I think it might be because of WrestleMania. Now we're going on to night 2. The Pride versus the Final Testament. In a Philly street fight. I hope Karrion Kross wins. I like Karrion Kross. Took a while for me to like Karrion Kross, but I like him because he's just a menace, dude. The dude is just, he's all mind. It's all mind games with this guy. It's all mental terror, and honestly, I love what he's doing. And I love the Street Profits. I don't like Bobby Lashley that much. Bobby Lashley used to be one of my favorite wrestlers. I don't mess with Bobby that much anymore. It's kind of like meh. Every time I see him, I'm meh. But this Karrion Kross and whoever the hell these two big-ass dudes he's with, I like them. I think they're creepy. I think they're scary people, and I think they can win. So hopefully they win. Hopefully we see some crazy blood spilling, guts flying, absolute madness. Number 2, AJ Styles versus LA Knight. Yeah. And yeah. I got them on and it is the best thing ever. If you're a wrestling fan and you got people that aren't wrestling fan friends, just get them on the movement because it's so fun to just randomly have your friends just He looked at me. He wanted the confirmation of no shit. Again because it gets in your heart. Hearts are over here, but in your heart. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Going LA Knight because it's got to be a feel-good moment. We can't have AJ win. We got to have LA Knight win, especially at WrestleMania. Dude's on fire. Dude's having the best time. Hopefully he gets the dub for that. The next match for night 2, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton. This is probably going to low-key prediction, might be the match of the night because of Logan Paul. I know. I sound stupid, but hear me out. Logan Paul's been in how many matches now? Like 12? And how many matches has he had where every single match he's a part of, there's some crazy, super internet mind-blowing spot that was just the coolest shit? And he's doing the coolest stuff? I don't know. And you got Randy Orton, who can arcade this dude from like 1,000 feet randomly out of nowhere. And then you got Kevin Owens, who just likes to fight, and I love Kevin Owens. I think it's going to be the match of the night. I think it's going to put everybody in their place, and it's going to set everything up for the next of the couple of matches going ahead. But I think genuinely, I think Logan Paul gets the dub. I don't want it. I want Randy Orton to win, but I think Logan Paul gets the dub, especially since, if you guys didn't know, and I don't know if you guys knew this over here on the side, for the first time ever, there is a sponsorship in the middle of the ring at a pay-per-view, and it's a Prime bottle. Logan Paul is a sponsor. Prime is the main sponsor in the middle of the ring in WWE. It's never been done before, and it's happening on WrestleMania 40 for the first time. A massive Prime bottle is going to be right in the middle of the thing. It's unbelievable. I think it's the coolest shit, and also it's going to look so fucking goofy because you think about all those crazy cool times in WWE where you see these beautiful moments. And I saw a bunch of people Photoshop these photos where it's like The Rock and Stone Cold WrestleMania 17, but there's a picture of a Prime bottle right in the middle of the ring, and you're like, this looks fucking dumb. I'm not going to lie to you. It looks kind of whack. Looks kind of confusing because the square has always been the square, but now you got the square with a little colorful Prime bottle right in the middle. I don't know. I like it, but it's kind of weird. We're going to see how it plays out and if it feels good. It might look like a little UFC, but who knows. Next match we got up there is Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. I hope to Jesus himself Drew McIntyre wins this match. That Seth Rollins loses it, and then I hope Damian Priest snatches the title from him. I hope he ruins the spot for Drew McIntyre, and that happens because that would be hilarious. And I hope that Seth is beat up so bad from the night before that he can barely participate in the match, and Drew just beats the hell out of him because he shows that he wanted the spotlight from night one. There's a whole storyline with it, yada, 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 yada. If you're following, you know. If you don't, please catch up, or please just watch this weekend because it's so good. This might be the best WrestleMania that we'll ever have, and I'm not over-exaggerating about it. Genuinely, it might be the best WrestleMania ever. Io Sky versus Bayley, whole lot of feud. They had Damage Control as a whole. Bayley was the leader, and then all these girls turned on Bayley, and now Bayley is trying to work her way up, telling these girls, hey, fuck you. That's what she's saying to them. Not me. That's what she's saying. I think genuinely, honestly, I think Bayley's going to pick up the dub and snatch the title from her, and it's going to be a bittersweet moment. It's going to be beautiful. I'm very excited to see Bayley go in there, put the hands on Io after what she did to her. Because you ever had a friend that just betray you like that with a group of friends? Yeah, you're a lone wolf where you thought you were the dog. You're like, man, what the hell happened? What happened to all my people? That's what Bayley's going through right now, and you can relate to that, and you can be with her. So that's just what she's going to do. She's going to go in there and handle business and snatch that title from it. And then the main event of night 2, the biggest WrestleMania ever, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, number 2. I know you're sitting here and you're like, there's so many different ways this can go. There's so many different ways this can go. What time am I at right now? How long have I been going? 16? Great. Awesome. So about 45 more minutes of me talking about Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes in this goddamn match. I'm gonna make it short and sweet for you guys because I can talk 45 minutes on this one. But I heard on shout out Busted Open. I listened to the podcast Busted Open. It's got Bully Ray. It's got Mark Henry, Dave LaGreca. It's a wrestling podcast. If you haven't listened to that, please listen to theirs because they're very knowledgeable. And, Bully Ray, Bubba Ray. Their biggest topic that they just talked about recently is Cody Rhodes a better chaser for the title than he is a title holder? And I thought that was a really good point because you watch Cody Rhodes as he's trying to fight and get this title and get this opportunity and win the title for his dad, X, Y, and Z. But when he gets that title, what's going to happen? Is he really going to be the person you want him to be, or is he going to flake? Is he going to bomb? Like what happened with Sami Zayn last year? Roman Reigns has been doing this for 4 years or 17 years, whatever the hell he's been doing. He's had it forever. Is he the better champion? It's a question that I actually have had on my head all day. I really don't know. Sitting there wondering if Cody Rhodes wins this, what happens? Because you always got to think. You got to think about the fan yourself, but then you also got to think about the aftermath after. What happens after he wins that title? Is he going to perform and do as good as Roman Reigns has been of being a title holder? When Seth first got the title and he was great and everything was awesome, and now it's stale and worn out, you want somebody new. How long is it going to be before you want Cody Rhodes to lose his title and he's not everybody's favorite? This is a question that I have in my head, and I think everybody else should too. I think Cody wins. I don't think it's good for business. I think Roman should win. I think something should happen. But I don't know. If WrestleMania 40 ends with Cody winning this title, what the hell happens next? I don't know. I don't know what happens next. What I do know is that I plan on getting absolutely hammered beyond my belief on Saturday night and having the best night of my life watching WrestleMania, basically. Not the best night of my life, of course, but I'm going to have a pretty damn good time. But night 2, nerves rattling. I'm going to be on the edge of my seat all the way until that main event. But I don't want to take up any more of your time, guys, on a Thursday. Getting ready for Friday night SmackDown. Please make sure you guys are subscribing and doing everything that you need to do. Comment on here if you think that my match predictions were correct, if I'm stupid, the takes that I had were bullshit. Let me know what you guys are feeling because, honestly, I want to know. I want the wrestling fans to all come together and we all can have a great conversation. I used to go TikTok live all the time on Monday nights, like 2 years ago, a year ago, whatever. We were watching the product together, whether it was 20 of us, 1,000 of us, or 5 of us, whatever the hell it was. More on the lower side because not a lot of people were watching wrestling with me. But the people that were watching wrestling with me, they were in it. They were down with it. And now we're having this show together and we're talking about it. And I want you guys to be a part of this too. So please send your guys' comments in there, your guys' messages. Let me know what you think on it. And we'll see what happens. Talk to you guys soon. Don't do anything I want to do. Peace.